Hello guys, I was ill for a few days, so that's why I didn't record videos that much. But now I'm back and I'm ready to go. So today we are gonna talk about JavaScript a little bit more and we will create a simple app. So before we will start, I will tell you that in my tutorials I'm not going to create a boring videos where we'll learn about variables and variable types and so on. And because that is because I think that if you know something about this, I mean about variables, about const, about Latin JavaScript, then it will be very boring for you because you understand it very well. But if you don't know what it means, then the only way to explain it to you is through practice. You should practice, and practice. You should create apps on your own. You should use the skills which I give you to create something which will be like your baby, yeah, like your own app, your own idea, and then you will be able to grasp the thing fully. So I will just show you how to create a simple app, and I recommend you going after me step by step, retyping everything I type, pausing the video, and when you will get over it, you will have a fully functional product. It will be a stupid dummy app, but it will be your own, and you can play with it, you can tweak it, you can change its settings, and this will allow you to understand it better, so that when we will come to some technical tutorials where I will talk to you about the details of JavaScript, details of HTML, details of CSS, you will understand me better, you will feel it, because you actually tried it out already, okay? So let's start. So I will explain everything I do, but don't expect to understand everything very well, because that's maybe the first time you are creating apps. So just follow me, stick with me, and in the later tutorials we will cover the topics which will be used here. So let's create a two divs. So a first div, and let's assign its ID. Let's assign its ID as a button. Let's type here click me. Now let's create another div, and let's assign it a text output. Okay, and provide here a random text. Save it. So now let's style our button a little bit. So provided a class with button, maybe button style, let's call it for clarity. Now let's create the button style class in CSS just to distinguish the button from the text. So let's add a border 1 pixel dotted green, and let's add a background color. Let's put it something like yellow to better see our button. So save it and let's preview our page. So let's go to HTML and let's try to preview our page. So it's loading. So as you can see, the style wasn't applied for some. Oh, so we should incorporate style. So we should incorporate a style sheet in our element. So in order to do that, let's type link relational equal style sheet, and let's provide the href for it. Href is equal main.css. So now let's send this tag. Save it again, and let's preview the page. So as you can see now, button looks a little bit better. So now let's style it even better. So let's put a display here, inline block, and let not dotted but solid, so it looks more like a button. Let's go to the page again, and now we see this button. We can also put here cursor, which will change the style for our cursor. Let's delete our JavaScript totally, save it, and go to page. And now when you hover over your button, it looks really like a button. So so what I did is I attached CSS to my HTML file so that I styled this div as a button and I left off this div as a ordinary text. So that's fine for us for right now. Then here at the bottom I'm just incorporating JavaScript into my body. If you don't know what I'm doing here, please watch my previous tutorials where I explain everything which I'm using here in detail. So in CSS I created a style for my button so that it looks like this. Okay, and this cursor pointer over here makes my pointer, as you can see, be like a pointer finger. Okay, that's fine. So let's move to our JavaScript. In our JavaScript, let's type something like document element by ID. Then as you remember, we provided here an ID for our button. Let's take it and take it over here. Then type add event listener. Then let's type mouse down. Then let's type function. And here in function, let's select our text. We again select it by ID, and we again go over here, provide the ID for our text output. And then we type inner, not insert before, but inner HTML is equal button was clicked. Let's type was, oh, it's caps, I'm sorry, was clicked. That's fine. Save the JavaScript, go to over here, update the page. Now when we click a button, our text changes to button was clicked. So let me briefly explain what happens here. So at first so you don't have to understand everything that happens here, but just listen to me. You may not get a few things here. Feel free to ask them down in the comments. I will be glad to answer them. Also, write in comments recommendations which you would like to see, what you would like to see in videos, how would you like me to present the material better, and so on. I will be glad to review all your comments and will be glad to answer them. Okay, so let's cover what we did here. First, we created an HTML page. Then we added to our HTML page a button in the form of a div. We styled it with this class, which is provided in the CSS. So we added another div with the ID given for it, and another ID was given for our button. Then in the JavaScript, which is attached here, at first we are getting our button and we are adding a listener to it. So the listener basically means is when you hover a pointer over your button and clicks, it will trigger this part of code, and this part of code just gets the text output div and changes inner HTML of this div to from random text to the text which we provide here, and we provided here button was clicked. So if you refresh the page and click the button again, as you can see, the text changes. So that's all, guys, and what I wanted to give you by this tutorial is just the understanding how cool JavaScript is and what you can do with it. You don't have to understand how it works right now, but you should see an example of it. It was just a small dummy example, but I hope it helped you a little bit to feel what is it to code. And in the next video, I'm going to talk to you what JavaScript actually is and what is used for in more details. So thank you guys for watching. See you later. Bye.